Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Fire Potential Briefing for Thursday, September 28th, 2017. There are no significant fire weather impacts expected for the next few days, with mainly some clouds and showers moving into eastern Idaho and eastern Utah and western Wyoming today. And the cold front will bring more showers and clouds to the north this weekend. Yesterday, just some light precipitation was observed over southern and southeast Utah, with just a little bit of lightning there in the far southeast Utah corner. Fire activity has been light yesterday across the Great Basin, but there were a couple larger fires in western Idaho. Overall fire danger is quite low, seasonal for the time of year, below the 50th percentile for many stations. But with some of the dryness over the last few days across the north, those values have been recovering just a bit. This morning's satellite imagery shows that a small area of low pressure moving across southeast Utah today. That's contributing to some increased cloud cover and some showers across the eastern portions of the state, with generally mild and dry conditions elsewhere across the Great Basin. This image shows conditions for this afternoon with the dryness in place across Idaho and Nevada, with some moisture over particularly central and eastern Utah. Again, just to look at some of those showers across central and eastern Utah with generally light winds region-wide. By tomorrow, the moisture moves off to the east, and sunny and generally dry conditions should return to most of the Great Basin. Generally sunny skies are expected for tomorrow with continued light winds. On Saturday, another area of low pressure begins to drop into the Pacific Northwest, which will bring an increase in moisture to portions of the north and eastern half of the Great Basin. High elevation snow and low elevation rain is possible across much of Idaho, particularly the central and eastern portions of the state, western Wyoming, and even dipping into portions of northern Utah again for Saturday. And we should also expect to see a pretty good increase in winds out of the north, mainly across Idaho and Utah. 3-day precip accumulations really highlight the precipitation expected on Saturday, coming to Idaho, Wyoming, and northern Utah. Some of that moisture showing up in eastern Utah is associated with the system moving through the area today. On Sunday, that broad area of low pressure continues to dominate the weather pattern, with continued showers and cool temperatures mainly across the northern half of the geographic area, with possibly some gusty winds continuing across the south with winds out of the west. More of the same is expected for Monday, with temperatures below normal for the time of year, as that broad area of low pressure brings that cooler air into the Great Basin. On Tuesday, the low begins to shift slightly off to the east, and we'll see some dryness coming back into the western portions of the Great Basin. This pattern continues into Wednesday, with some cooler temperatures and showery weather remaining over Idaho, western Wyoming, and possibly the far northern portion of Utah, but warmer and drier conditions will move into the south and west. 7-day precip totals mainly show the precipitation from that next area of low pressure moving in beginning Saturday, Sunday, and continuing into the first part of next week, with precipitation favored over the central Idaho mountains, western Wyoming, and portions of northern Nevada and northern Utah. The extended outlook is calling for below normal temperatures across much of the Great Basin moving into the second week of October, with above normal chances for precipitation across the north. This concludes today's fire potential briefing. Please check back tomorrow for the latest update.